way you sing, because of you. All of that moment is over. Something that they begin to look at right now is if there is nothing that can maintain, if there's nothing that will make that relationship to remain, that is called value, they are gone. So value matters. They give. And when we value our relationships, is concerned, it is not difficult for me to keep that relationship, because I know the question that you are being asked is what value will you bring when I send that destiny helper? What value will you bring when I send that person that is to assist you in something? Do you yourself have some reason, have that worthiness that would allow that person to continue to thrive, because you have made up your mind, you have improved on yourself? The others will stay, because that is what they are looking for. It's not just that you are praying for destiny relationship, because I can easily go get the need from somewhere that one has supplies, but I remain as a friend and in the relationship, because what happens in that moment of trying to pull this thing from where they had been to a higher place of rationality, speak, they will give you the space to say something. There are people that when they want to speak, they're trying to say, oh, can you tell him or her to keep quiet? There are those who begin to pray, oh God, may this guy never open his mouth. May this girl never open her mouth. Why? You talk about is or it is yen or naira or whatever money that you have. The value is determined or is being considered when you match it with dollar power, the power of dollars. So you can now see how some money, 10,000 of your money to $1. That is the value of your money. And so you look at the clothes. Value is anything God has deposited in you that benefits others. That God has deposited in you that benefit by the wisdom you display, by the character that you have, the faithfulness that you have. Over the years, you are being tested and you are still faithful. You are still standing. You are a man, a woman of value at that particular time. It is considered integrity. Do you have integrity in your business? Do you have integrity in your relationships? Do you have integrity? So a man of integrity is a man that is highly valued when it comes to relationships. Now, do you know people ask questions about you? You may not see those people right before you, but they are there. Those people are there that are asking questions about you, who you are, and they will open that door for you based on your value, your worthiness. They will give you that appointment based on. So you have to pick it up. You have to improve on yourself. Then we talk about knowledge. How knowledgeable are you when it comes to some form of argument, engagement? I discovered that there are some girls, let me use the word, please permit me. There are some girls that can't stand some men, because when it comes to knowledge, the man, really run for yourself, run for your life, run for whatever you know that is. So value means a lot. You're welcome, everyone. I can see you when you come in. Please invite others to join. I really appreciate it. And you can send me flowers. I love flowers. So right there, you can send flowers right there. and let me know that what we are sharing right now matters. And you can give me stars. Come on, let me know that you appreciate this. So value, worthiness. So you kind of look at one in my life that these are the things that God has put inside of you to help others increase their worthiness, become someone in life. It is important that you need to know this because it is necessary that you bring some value or worthiness into the room on the table. And the other aspect is service. What kind of service can you render? Are you what we are talking about right now in terms of that value that people have for each other, and how so as much as possible, my friends, you may sound nice and all of that issue of spiritual, or they look at you, want value into whatever thing they were doing. So are you profitable in relationship? Do you have profitability, that you are profitable? When I look at you, you are profitable. And I can say that you are, and I can be your friend because you are profitable. You see, people are attracted to charisma, but they stay because of value. People are attracted to charisma because someone is charismatic in his, approach and how he's doing things, but person still staying with you is because of value. So you must have to begin to have that value that people will look at you and said, I want to have something doing with this guy. I want to connect with this woman. I want to connect with this person because truly there's something about this person I can see that is worthy of that relationship. Now, as we go on today, I want to ask, why value will attract relationships? Why value will attract relationships? Number one, value makes you relevant. Value makes you relevant. I could think of, Joseph before Pharaoh, when he was brought before Pharaoh. You talk about Joseph in Egypt. He is being sold out by his own brothers, and a captain came from there, a soldier that bought, and then he is standing before Pharaoh. And how do you think about it? Because value makes you relevant in any given relationship. If you need to be relevant, if you must be relevant, then that value must be there. We got to see it. It has to show up. So Joseph is a prisoner. How did he get to standing before the king? What connected him before the king from the prisons? What brought about all of that was value. Joseph, though being a prisoner, has some reason why he is being brought before the king. Value. Your relationship must have a level of value for it to make sense, because that is what makes you relevant. It is your value that makes you relevant. So now you see in that Genesis 41 verses 15 and 16, Genesis 41, 15 and 16, it says, and Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is one that can interpret it. And there's none that can interpret it. Now, look at this. He has dreamt, and he needed someone to be able to interpret the dream for him. So he's asking Joseph, I have a dream, but there's none is there to, interpret the dream. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, it is not in me. Shall God give Pharaoh an answer of peace in this matter? So before you know it, Joseph was able to solve a problem. Joseph was able to solve a problem. So do you solve a problem, or do you bring problem, or you cause problem in the room? Do you solve problem? Are you relevant? It takes value to cause you to be someone that is relevant in any given relationship. If it is not there, it is not there. So you see that Joseph was able to solve a problem before the king. And I would say this to you, that the world rewards problem solvers. Yes, that is what value could bring. That you are able to solve a problem, because the world will reward problem solvers, not merely problem observers. Many people observe problems, but others come to solve the problem. So your gift must be able to solve a problem, otherwise it is irrelevant. So if you want to see that relevance in the life of those around you, you must be able to be a problem solver. You must solve a problem of your world. Why? Because the world only rewards problem solvers, not those who just observe problems, but they are able to solve a problem. So that is what value does. That when you have that value, you have become relevant in the room. The second thing that I would say to you that makes value, makes any reason, solve a problem after that, is that value makes you memorable. People remember you after not, value you. So if people must have to value you, it is based on the fact that you have stayed in their minds. So value makes you memorable. You remember in the book of Genesis chapter 40 at verse number 23, Genesis 40 at verse 23, it says, "Yet did not the chief buckler remember Joseph, but forgot him." So after a long period of time, what happened? The man forgot Joseph. But this is the same person that Joseph, interpreted the dream for him and said to him, this is what is going to happen. And exactly that happened. After that, the man, Joseph, said to him, as you go, please remember me. Should there be anything that I can do, remember me. You see, what made Joseph remain in his mind, even though he forgot him at a period of time, but after 2 years, when Joseph was forgotten, something happened. The Bible speaking said that Pharaoh had a dream. So 2 years later, 2 years, Joseph was forgotten. Yet when Joseph needed help, or when Pharaoh needed help, Joseph's value became impossible to ignore. Now listen to this. Your value will cause people to remember you, because they would have remembered what you did, that you solved a problem for them. Then they will remember you. Don't forget that value makes you memorable. They remember you for the value you have brought into the room. So it does not matter how much this guy had forgotten Joseph. When something happened, when the thing began to hit hard, they remembered him. So Joseph's value became impossible to be ignored. Let no man ignore you because you don't have value in that relationship. Your relationship must have to have a reason why it is still there. What is keeping your relationship? What makes your relationship, strong, is because you have added something to it. So we find in that Genesis chapter 41 at verse number 9, Genesis 41 at verse number 9 said, then spare you for after that meeting, after that casual meeting, maybe on a bus or on a train or, in a meeting and all of that, what would they remember you for? Value will cause people to remember you after a period of time. Value. So, and I would love for you to, write it so that you don't forget what you write down. You will not easily forget. So just type it right there. Let me see them that you were there when they needed so they can forget your face, but they will not forget your value. They will say there was a man that was somewhere there that helped me get through this. Please, did anybody see him? So you see, value is very important. So you have to pep up, do something about yourself, improve on yourself so that you are not left behind. You must have to improve on yourself. There's no relationship that wants to stay static. No, you must have to improve yourself because it is your value that will make people to remember you. It is your value. That's what will make people to remember you. The day you are no more relevant, the day you are no more serving, it is over. They wouldn't remember that Jehovah existed. So people can forget your face, but they will not forget your value. It's very important. Now, the next thing that I would love to share with you on this very, subject, and when I'm talking about value as far as relationship is concerned, is that value creates trust. Value will always create trust so that you can see that you are being trusted because of your gift, because of you solving the problem. And that is exactly what happened when Pharaoh said to Joseph, who then can do this except someone like you? You see, so it is because you are added value, you have added value in that relationship, in that meeting, then you are being trusted with more responsibilities. You are being trusted to do something. You are being trusted with that value create trust. Trust is the foundation of all relationships. If you ever want to see you becoming and being valued for who you are, then you must be trustworthy. It's necessary that you be trusted. So value creates trust. We find that in Daniel chapter 6, referred above because many trusts have been broken because people can't be trusted beyond a certain level. But you must have to, if you attain that relationship, that connectivity, that connection that God has given to you, you must teach. And hear me, hear this. You see, trust is earned where value is consistently demonstrated. Trust is earned where value is consistently demonstrated. So to make friends, it's easy to establish that relationship. It's easy to make that happen. So I am saying this to say that there is worthy. Now, attract destiny partners. What are those things that will attract destiny partners or that will attract is watching? That is character. Who you are when nobody is watching. And so you just have it. When nobody is watching, character is the one that speaks for you. Behind your back, where nobody is speak for you. You see, Joseph lost opportunities temporarily because of integrity. Remember when the wife, I can't do this. My master trusts me so much and I can't do this. And as a result of that, the woman lied because that is how Joseph, right now, it doesn't matter who is trying, that Joseph, integrity that of his heart brought him before Pharaoh. Oh, Pharaoh. That is the same man that was driven away from the house is the same man that is standing before Pharaoh. The aspect, the value of faithfulness. These are things that value will definitely bring, or what shows that someone is valuable. The 7 values that will attract destiny partners, or friends, or relationships, has to do with faithfulness. The fall of least is faithful also in much. If you are faithful in that which is least, in that small thing, in that small portion, you are faithful in it, then definitely you will be faithful in much. Faithfulness matters. Faithfulness means a lot. In faithful are you in that spot, in that place. Paul was talking about Timothy, and he said this, with a person, you can want to be friendly with him or her. Many people want great opportunities in life while neglecting the present responsibilities that have been given to them. You want relationship, but you are not, taking responsibility for what you are being given right now. You neglect the present responsibility, but you think that you will be able to be given another responsibility. No, every friendship must believe that value of wisdom matters in the place of relationship. The value of wisdom, the value of wisdom. You must be one that displays wisdom. Is a mastery. Is a master husband. Was going to kill him because he had asked for help and the man had refused. Yet David had helped them. David had protected them against their enemies. And when Abigail, this man, she displayed a great level of wisdom. No wonder that when this man died, this is important, Abigail's wisdom saved her household. Praying that you begin to desire, that you begin to demonstrate a great level of display of wisdom magnets for meaningful relationships. People who, carry wisdom, you draw people. It's a magnetic, power and field. It's a field that draws people. When someone sees that you have wisdom, they begin to gravitate towards where you are. So this is what it is for relationships, that you are displaying wisdom in discussions, in that if value must be seen in a place, you must understand the value of encouragement. Encouragement. How do you encourage your friend in your relationship? The verse 6 out of the Apostles, chapter 4, verse 36. He said, and Joseph, who by the apostles was surnamed Barnabas, which is was being brought into the apostolic, level of responsibility. So your husband is in a situation, do you encourage him or you speak bad about him or you just talk him down? Your wife needs encouragement. Do you encourage her? Your children need encouragement. Do you encourage them or you are just giving them bad names? You are just talking down on them. So I need you to hear this and understand that God would have you, the person that is in that space. Let them know how much you care, not just what you say. Because sometimes we talk a lot and we do less. So Barnabas became valuable because he strengthened people. He became valuable because he strengthened people. Encouragement. Learn to encourage people is important. And then if you look at Barnabas, this guy had a different spirit in him. He had to leave where he was, going looking for some for Paul, because he has always been one that brings consolation. Paul might have been going, but Apostle Paul now might have been going through something, but because that went down, yeah, Barnabas will come. Sometimes leaders encourage him in different ways. She is having a program when she is, down, when she console him. One encouraging voice can change the course of a person's destiny. Probably things have happened and the person is really down, but because you person that brings encouragement in wherever you find yourself in that business. And while others are thinking this thing is falling apart, you are there to say, guys, we can make it happen. We wouldn't let this fall apart. No, not at our watch. So it is important that we know this, because one encouraging voice can change the course of a person's destiny. I talked about excellence. This is the value of excellence. Colossians chapter 3, verse 23 says, and whatsoever you do, it with a touch of excellence. Let excellence be found in you, in whatever you are doing. And that is because when you see Daniel, we keep talking about Daniel in chapter 6, verse 3, because an excellent spirit was found in him. An excellent spirit. That is why Daniel served many kings. He was an excellent man. In your relationship, how do people know you? What do people know you to be? Who do they know you to be? Do you have that excellent spirit in you? It is important because excellence is silent advertiser. Excellent is silent advertiser. It advertises without making noise. That's what excellence means. That's what excellence is. So an excellent spirit, you never need to announce excellence. When you see it, you know it. You go for it. And like they advertise cars. And you know, one thing that Mercedes will always do, in all that you want to drive, there is only one Mercedes and then other cars. So a distinction, because, and Ruth said, entreat me not to leave you, nor forsake you. I am loyal to you. Loyalty is the key. You are loyal. So you won't betray the person you are loyal to. No, instead of that, you will encourage the person. You'll be there to assist the person. Loyalty is what is really missing in our generation. We are beginning to lose out on loyalty. We need to know that one of the greatest things that you talk about value is loyalty. Loyalty is important. So you have to see that because loyalty accelerates destiny. Loyalty will accelerate destiny. Others left Naomi, but Ruth stayed back. Loyalty will accelerate destiny. Loyal people become rare treasures in a disposable generation. Loyalty has become very rare in a disposable generation. And that is the generation that we are seeing find ourselves. People easily disregard, discard their friendships, their friends. They walk away. And the second thing, and the final one, is the value of spiritual depth. Value of spiritual depth. Acts of the Apostles chapter 6 verse 3 says something. It says, wherefore, brethren, look ye out among you 7 men of honest report, full of the Holy Ghost and wisdom, spiritual depth. These matters in relationships that will last. Great English, what is the depth when it comes to spiritual things, spiritual matters? How is this person someone that you know you can trust because he can pray with you? He will stand by you. He will keep you pure. He will keep the integrity of his heart towards you. This is important. So, know this moment, may God be with you. May God keep you. May the light of God shine. May you add value to whatever God has brought as relationship to you. God bless you.